everybody, we're going to do a really good meal in one today. You probably could even do this in a crock pot and it would turn out great. This is the kind of meal I like. It's very hearty and I just love bacon, and it's got a lot of bacon in it, and I love potatoes. And anyway, it's a simple recipe but very, very good. So we'll just get this put together and get it in the oven. So we're going to start by cooking our meat. And here is my pan here that I have already cooked my bacon. And if you can see, I've left a couple tablespoons of bacon grease in there. Because I want it to flavor the meat. So this is the bacon I used. I got it from Sam's Club. And I'm going to use the whole pack, but you do not have to use the whole pack. You use whatever you like and what you think works for your family. Now here I have some hamburger that I cooked yesterday at lunchtime, and I used part of it to make nachos. And then for supper, I used part of it for sloppy joes. And now I'm going to use about a third of it in this recipe. So I'm going to just go ahead and get this in the pan. And all I'm doing is heating it. If you don't have hamburger already cooked, then this would be the time that you would go ahead and cook it. And this is all I'm going to use, is that much out of it. For some reason, as I get older, I don't care for meat as much as I used to. So, I'm just not putting a whole lot in, but, you know, once you see this recipe, you decide for yourself what works for your family. And to the hamburger meat, I'm adding, it's about a cup of cut up onions and peppers. And I had these cut up in the freezer. I have a gallon freezer bag I filled full of cut up peppers and onions for when I need it. And I'm going to go ahead and saute these. This recipe is so simple and so good that it's going to be something that you're going to really enjoy sharing with your family. This would be good to take to a like a family reunion or a church potluck, something like that. And all I'm really doing right now is heating this hamburger meat up and sauteing the onions and peppers a little bit. So while I'm doing that, I'm going to go ahead and get everything else ready. So I have my bowl. And in the bowl, I'm going to add this whole 2-pound bag of Southern style hash browns. You get them at Walmart. And they're about $1.50. You can also buy these with the onions and peppers already in them, but it costs more, and I think you get less potatoes. So, in my opinion, it's better just to get these. So I'm going to pour these in my bowl. And once you get those in your bowl, then add your bacon. And like I say, this is a whole pound, I believe is what that was. Yeah, a whole pound. And I fried it crispy. And then I just put it in here, and then I took my scissors and went down in and cut. And just made it fairly large size bits. So I'm going to put those in. And I'm going to stir that up just a little bit to get it mixed. And stirring around my hamburger and onions and peppers. Now to this, you're going to want to add 1 cup of mayonnaise. And that might seem like a lot, but it's your fat in here because, well, you'll have a little bit of fat from your bacon grease, but you are going to want to have a cup's worth with this much ingredients. If you make a smaller size recipe, then cut back on your mayonnaise. But it's really good. So we want to stir that around. Try to coat your potatoes with it. And then take your hamburger, onions and peppers, and if you had cooked your hamburger from the beginning, if it was too greasy, of course you'd want to drain off some of the fat. And I'm going to stir it again. Just trying to get the mayonnaise distributed. So I want to put some salt and pepper. It's about a teaspoon of pepper and maybe a tablespoon of salt. You put what's good for you. You can put garlic salt, onion salt, any of that. This time I'm just sticking with the salt and the pepper. And now our last ingredient is cheese. And I'm using cheddar and Monterey Jack. And if you like lots of cheese, put lots of cheese. If you're not that crazy about cheese, then just don't put as much. I put probably a cup and a half. I might put a little bit more. And I definitely want to put more. This is just not enough. That's wanting to stick together a little bit. While you're doing this, you can go ahead and preheat your oven to 325 because this is going to cook for about an hour and a half, and you want to have it covered. So this is what it looks like. All stirred up. I have sprayed my pan, or my casserole dish. And just spread this out, kind of mash it down a little bit. as I said, cook it for about an hour and a half and covered. And when it's done, I'll come back and show it to you and we'll have a taste. Okay, we're back, and I think I will call this a bacon cheeseburger bake. And it is finished. I did cut the broil on when it was finished for a few minutes, but it's kind of late and we're hungry, so I really didn't give it time to brown on top. But you could do that if you wanted to. I'm going to bring it up and let you see it better. And if you could smell this, and if you love bacon, you would just really be enjoying how wonderful it smells. So I have a plate here, and I'm going to cut a piece. And you may have felt like a cup of mayonnaise was a lot, but there is quite a bit of food here that it had to coat. And I have not let this rest, so it's not going to cut out in one piece, but that's okay. So this is what it looks like. And we're going to give it a taste. It really just smells so good with all that bacon in it. And it's really hot, and I'm afraid it's going to burn me. This is divine. It is so, so good. You don't taste mayonnaise, but mayonnaise does have a flavor, and you can taste that flavor a little bit, but it's really good. But what you really do taste is the bacon. You get a little hint of the onion and the green pepper. It's so good. This is really wonderful. I think I'm going to put a little salt and pepper on it, otherwise it's perfect. So I hope you give it a try, and I hope you and your family enjoy it. I hope that you have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time. And as always, thank you so much for watching. It means a lot to me. Bye-bye.